Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this circle with the center O, along with these two chords A, B, and C, D, and they are perpendicular to each other at this point P. And as a result, we are ended up with this blue shaded rectangle AFCP. And this another blue rectangle BBED, and moreover the area of this larger rectangle has been given to us as 48 centimeter square, whereas the area of this smaller rectangle is 27 centimeter square. And now our task is to calculate the area of this circle. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step, since we are interested in calculating the area of this given circle. So therefore, we are going to calculate the radius of this circle first. Let me label the radius of this circle as lowercase r. And now we are going to find the value of lowercase r. And now let's recall the perpendicular bisector theorem. According to this theorem, if a radius of a circle is perpendicular to the chord, then the radius bisects the chord. And here we can see this CD is the diameter of this circle that passes through this point O, and it is perpendicular to this another chord AB. So no wonder this segment AP length is going to be equal to this segment BP length. And now I'm going to label this AP segment length as X. Then this segment BP length is going to be X as well. And furthermore, I'm going to label this segment CP length as lowercase a, and this segment PD length as lowercase b. And now let's recall the intersecting chords theorem. According to this theorem, if two chords intersect in a circle, then the products of the measures of the segments of the chords are equal, as you can see in this given diagram. And here we can see we got these two chords A, C, and B, D, and they intersect each other at this point. And we are ended up with these segments A, B, C, and D respectively, such that the product of these two segments A, B must be equal to the product of these segments C and D as well. Now we are going to apply this intersecting chords theorem on this given problem. And here we got these two chords A, B, and C, D, and they intersect each other at this point P. And as a result, we are ended up with these segments X, X, A, and B. So therefore, we can write the product of these segments X and X must be equal to segment A times segment B. So therefore we are ended up with X square equals to A times B. And now I'm going to label this one as our equation number 1. And now our task is to find the value of segment A and the value of this segment B. And here's our next step. Now we are going to focus on this larger blue shaded rectangle AFCP. And now let's recall the area of rectangle formula. Area equals to length times the width of this rectangle. And here in our case, our dimensions are X and A. The area is 48. So therefore, we can write for this larger rectangle, A times X is going to be equal to 48. And I'm going to label this one as our equation number 2. And finally, we are going to focus on this smaller blue shaded rectangle PBED. And we are going to apply the very same area of rectangle formula. And here its dimensions are x and b. And the area has been given to us as 27 centimeters square. So therefore, the area is going to be b times x equals to 27. And now I'm going to label this one as our equation number 3. And now we are going to multiply these equations 2 and 3. On the left hand side, ax times bx is going to become a times b times x times x equals to 48 times 27. And now let's focus on equation 1, ab equals to x square. So I'm going to replace ab as x square over here. So therefore we ended up with the x square times x square equals to 1296. So therefore on the left hand side we got x power 4 equals to 1296. And now I'm going to undo this fourth power by taking the fourth root on the left hand side and the fourth root on the right hand side as well. So therefore we can see this power 4 and fourth root onto each other. So therefore our x value is going to be equal to the fourth root of 1296 is going to be simply positive 6. And now let's focus on this equation 2. And here I have copied down equation 2, a times x equal to 48. And our x value is 6. So therefore I'm going to replace x value with the 6 over here. So therefore we got 6 times a equals to 48. So therefore our lowercase a value simply turns out to be equal to 8. And likewise we are going to focus on equation 3 as well. And here I have copied down equation 3, b times x equal to 27. And now I am going to replace this x value with 6 over here. So therefore we are ended up with the 6 times b equals to 27. So therefore our b value is going to be, if we reduce this right hand side, that is going to give us 9 divided by 2. So thus our a value turns out to be 8 and b value is 9 divided by 2. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this whole diameter CD is going to be equal to the sum of these two segments A and B, as you can see in this given equation. Since we know that this CD is the diameter, so I'm going to replace that one with the 2 times r radius. And our A value is 8 and B value is 9 divided by 2. So therefore I can write 2 times r equals to 8 plus 9 divided by 2. And now we can tweak this 8 could be written as 16 divided by 2. So therefore we can write 2 times radius r equal to 16 plus 9 all over 2. In other words, 2 times radius r equals to 25 divided by 2. And now I am going to multiply both sides by 1 divided by 2 on the left hand side and 1 divided by 2 on the right hand side as well to solve for radius r. And here we can see 2 and 1 divided by 2 is gone. So therefore our radius lowercase r value is going to be equal to 25 divided by 4 centimeter. And here's our final step. Now we are going to calculate the area of the circle. And now let's recall the area of a circle formula. Area is always equal to pi r square, where lowercase r is the radius. So therefore the circle area is going to be equal to pi times our radius r value is 625 divided by 4, and I'm going to square that one. And if we simplify, that is going to give us 625 times pi divided by 16 centimeter square. So thus, after all the calculations and manipulations, the area of this circle turns out to be 625 pi divided by 16 centimeter square. And that's going to be approximately equal to 122.72 centimeters square as well. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.